We're learning more tonight about one of the pilots who died when two planes collided Tuesday south of Steinbach. The mid-air crash happened just shy of a runway near a flight training school where the pilots were learning to fly. The Consulate General of India in Toronto says Srihaри Sukesh was one of them. CTV's Jeff Keele joins us now live. So Jeff, what is the Consulate General saying?
They say Sukesh was a young Indian pilot and they mourn his tragic passing.
One of the two pilots killed in the deadly plane crash near Steinbach has been publicly identified. On Tuesday, RCMP responded to a mid-air collision south of a runway at Harv's Air, a flight training school. The two pilots of both aircraft were pronounced dead on the scene. Now, in a post on X, the Consulate General of India in Toronto says Srihaри Sukesh was one of them. With profound sorrow, we mourn the tragic passing of Mr. Srihari Sukesh, a young Indian student pilot who lost his life in a mid-air collision near Steinbach, Manitoba. We extend our deepest condolences to his family. The post goes on to say the consulate has contacted the family, the school, and police to provide assistance. A Facebook page with the same name describes Sukesh as a private pilot, and there's this quote, "Once you have tasted flight, nothing else will stop you." On Tuesday following the crash, the owner of Harv's Air confirmed the two pilots were performing routine takeoffs and landings at the time. On Wednesday, the Transportation Safety Board said investigators are gathering information and assessing the accident. While on final approach to runway 36, the two aircraft collided in midair and then with the terrain, approximately a quarter of a mile from the threshold at around 8:43 local time. A post-impact fire ensued. Prior to this mid-air collision, the TSB says there have been 45 in Canada since 1990, including one in Manitoba.
The TSB says mid-air collisions between two aircraft are rare. They only make up 0.4% of accidents reported.
Now, Jeff, do we know how long the TSB investigation could take?
No, we don't. The TSB says investigators completed their work at the scene yesterday. They're now in what they call the field phase of the investigation. That could include things like doing interviews and removing pieces of the wreckage to do further examination.